What's up, you guys? It's pieceofkv and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how I did my 30-inch curly ponytail, and I use synthetic hair. So it was super duper cheap, very affordable. Okay, so I started off with freshly washing my hair as usual. I blow dried it and I flat ironed it. I kind of soaked this flat iron out just a little bit straighter than usual because I want it to be very sleek and very straight. So I section out my perimeter. I really don't do too many sections when it comes to doing my ponytail. You know, I just try to make it as easy as possible. So I did my center ponytail, and then I'm going to add beeswax. This time I just went with beeswax because I think it gives like a tight hold. Just don't use too much because I hear it's very hard with washing it out of your hair. So I tried to not use as much. And this is just like how I got my ponytail to hold into place. And I'm going to spray it with Got2b to harden it and then blow dry it. So one thing that I did that is not really shown in the video is I replaced the rubber bands multiple times. I put this base rubber band in there just so I can have a placeholder for where I want my ponytail to be held. And then as I blow dry it and harden it, I add more to tighten the ponytail. But just be careful because you don't want to add too many rubber bands in too many sections because your hair will be so tight at the end and it's going to hurt very badly. So yeah, the rest of the hairstyle is pretty repetitive. I go by sections. I add the beeswax. I do the freeze spray, and then I blow dry it straight and put a new rubber band. So yeah, we're just going to let that video play out. Okay, so at this portion of my ponytail, I wanted to try to extend the band longer than usual. And so I added extra rubber bands to give it like more height so I could have more room to wrap the hair around. And I use my mousse, and this is just to soften my hair so that I can get a tighter braid. And I'm just going to rubber band the end and then fold it in half so my ponytail won't be too long. I'm using my good old wrap strips over my braid, and this is to protect my hair from the glue. And this actually does work. It works actually very well. And I never get glue in my hair whenever I'm using the wrap strips. And then I just rubber band that in place when I'm done. Okay, so my new trick when it comes to hair glue is putting the hair glue all over the wrapping strip, like all over the little braided portion, and then I just put glue on the beginning of the track. And this is just to ensure that the hair is extra secure. I feel like if I put it on the strip instead of the track, like there's more than enough glue to attach the hair to the braid. So I got this hair from my local beauty supply store. This is the 30-inch synthetic curly ponytail. I'm going to put all the information and the name of the brand in the description. And I use 1.5 packs. The second pack was actually a 24-inch, and that's only because that's the only hair I had on hand. And I used half of that just to finish off the ponytail. Okay, so now we're going to go in to create our band. I took a small portion and put my flat iron on low heat because it's synthetic hair. You don't want it to fry. And I just tried to soften out the curls so it could be easier to wrap. So I go in with my freeze spray down the band and then just start wrapping away. Make sure you do it slowly because you want this to be like sleek. And I'm not going to lie, I overdid it with the freeze spray. I don't know if I overdid it with the freeze spray or if freeze spray is just not the right product to use because my hair did flake after. And I was pretty upset about that, that freeze spray. I got to try a different product to hold down these ponytails. All right, so I'm going in and I'm curling my edges upward. And this is to help me get a better swoop. And honestly, this is a very helpful trick. When you're trying to get swoop edges. I was going to say bangs, but edges. And I'm just going to brush them into place with my edge brush. So when I initially was thinking of how I wanted to do my edges, I didn't want them to be like super stuck to my forehead. So I used edge control, by the way. This is the edge booster. I only put edge controls at the root and I left the ends without edge control just so it can give it kind of more of a natural look, but still a little tamed, you know? And then, yeah, so I did that for all of them, all of my edges, all of my little swoops or whatever. And the got to be is just to hold it into place just so that it lasts longer. I do not want to be doing my edges every single day. I used the wrap strip to hold it in place and then blow dry it so the freeze spray could dry. Now you guys are going to see once I blow dried, then I got a little little flakes around the band because of the freeze spray. I don't know. It was a little confusing, but I just ended up sealing that back in again for the final look. I used the freeze spray again, then blow dried it. So boom, here's the finished look. I freaking love this style. This style was so bomb. I knew in my head that it wasn't going to last very long because I used a synthetic ponytail. Honestly, I'm on like day 4 and it could probably still hold out for about a week. But yeah, I couldn't show you guys how long it was, but it was all the way to my butt. All right, you guys, I hope you guys like this video. I will see you in my next one.